I had initially planned on recording this playthrough for a video covering the Miracle Machine and the progression leading up to it. I may still do that, but this footage is from 0.9.3, and I've since updated. Since Grok made some changes to the Miracle Machine, if I continued with this now, it would already be obsolete. So I figured instead I'd just use the footage I have and put some post-commentary over it. This type of video is a bit new to me, so I hope you enjoy it. I like to start in raw stock. I don't like Cordon. My first goals are to get some money, some better gear, and ideally some basic tools. I hadn't really used these weapons I chose before, but they surprised me with how effective they are. The Makarov may not be impressive, but it's still a gun. You can use the identifier in the bottom left to see if someone on the ground is actually dead. Their faction icon will be dark if they are. Bandits don't typically have any fancy loot, but they can still carry useful stuff. I needed 2 jobs for money and items, but also to get stashes for more money and items. After I get enough stash coordinates, I'll get a gold one, which is guaranteed to have some sort of tool set in it. Butcher's in the middle of the garbage, in the train hangar. He'll sell some things cheaper than other vendors. You should come here when you need ammo for dealing with mutants. He's not the only butcher-type trader in the game. We've got a job to get some encrypted documents over here. These jobs are great because they send you to loot a stash, so you're also getting some items. I don't really know where this box is. Tarp is useful for repairing or dismantling. Telescopic mirror is good for getting fasteners, or if you want to craft your own binoculars. Oops, almost ran into an anomaly there. I always look down on 20x70 buckshot, the shells that this shotgun uses, since 12x70 do more damage, but a gun is a gun. I buy some storage here that I'll definitely be using a lot. I put it in the wall here, and let me tell you, I completely forgot about this after this point. These exo containers are good though. The cost per kilogram of space is good. Next up I go to Cordon and make the mistake of running on the roads. I end up having to chain smoke my way down south to survive the rads. I also almost run directly into these zombies. I'm eager to upgrade my weapons, but these guys didn't have anything special. I smoke and I smoke, but the rads persist. This is part of why I don't like Cordon, but honestly I was dumb for this. No big deal. Every mutant thinks they got something to prove. You wanna dance? Let's dance. Got 2 left feet. Well, they are mutants, I guess. I should have waited to smoke as the duration doesn't stack. I'll grab some cheap scrap from Sid while I'm down here. If you want to scrap a bunch of stuff, put it in a box and use auto loot. Cats are dangerous. If I take a 1 bad swipe, I'm crippled and easy prey. Well, that's not a sound I wanted to hear. Psi suckers put a time limit on the fight. Either I keep shooting the phantoms, or they eventually drain my psi health, killing me. Not too bad, and I'm not even freaking out that much either. Spoke too soon. That's a bloodsucker sound. I'm focusing on one thing at a time, trying to kill the cats before I get jumped by something else. Now to deal with that bloodsucker. Okay, I don't know what the hell that was. Oh, I'm hallucinating. Right. I'm not sure why I took this TT-33 and not the MP-443 earlier, but oh well. Bro did a kickflip. That is the sound of a fracture. Me and all of my homies don't fuck with fractures. Seems like he's not aggroed on me though. It often pays to be observant. Take my freedom friend here. He really do be out here all alone with that goofy ass shotty of his. Fortunately for me, that shotgun is the golden ticket. If you ever see someone walking around with this, consider offering them a reason to drop it. Be as diplomatic as you need to be. What in the goddamn? I was not expecting him to survive more than 2 9x18 AP rounds to the head, but out of an abundance of caution, I should have mag dumped harder. I think I might have literally been 1 or 2 HP. He has the TAS 194, but also a Glock 19. This, dear folks, is a bag, and we done secured it. You need this shotgun and 20 12x70 shells for it, then you take it straight down to the rookie village. Be sure to hold F when you're looking around, just in case there's something there. Talk to Hip, and give her the TAS and the shells to her. She'll straight up give you basic tools. It's insane. That one Freedomer just skipped me the entire early game grind of getting basic tools. This is a massive come up. Right away I go up to the farm and buy the materials from Xenotech. And I make a Type A cleaning kit, just like that. I would have made the repair kit, but I need 1 more grooming kit. Xenotech only has 3. I make my way to Meadow, looting all of the buildings. This is something I'm trying to do more. It's extremely useful. You can find some very good stuff. Like this medkit here. That's $12.50 base cost, around $15.62 in hard mode. I also recommend that you find those RF packages, especially early on. You can get crazy stuff from them. This one just had some ammo. I know they can be annoying to find, but it's really worth it early on. I wanted to loot this building, and found myself up against a poltergeist. That's why my screen is all blue like this. If you're up against a polter, start walking. It can't tell where you are if you walk. The general strategy is to sneak up to one and blast it with a shotgun, before it can fling some crap at you. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything in here. I'm not sure where the spawn locations are, to be honest. Those are possibly pseudo-giant steps, but way too fast. It's a Boar. Time to run away. You cannot hide from a Boar. If you're close enough to it, it can sense you no matter what. Who? Oh, more Freedomers. Hey, they're not mad about that one guy, right? Oh shit. Zombies? I hear groaning. I'm gonna stay out of this, see if I can't third-party someone. You can't loot things that you haven't killed. Sometimes zombies go down without dying. My kill. For they will inherit the earth. This is a crazy upgrade, for a reason I haven't even noticed yet. Every bandit thinks they got something to prove. don't think you have to be right up on enemies to use a shotgun all the time. And don't think you always have to go for headshots, especially if your gun isn't too accurate. Well, remember how I needed one more grooming kit? With the Type A repair kit, I can now fix up the Glock 19. Something else I realized, the shotgun I have uses the same parts as the Remington 870 I found. So I just got a new pistol and a new shotgun. These are quite big upgrades, really.
Чики-брики, пальчик-выки.
I'm buying 12x70 shells from Butcher, as it's cheaper. And 8 shell capacity is crazy. Got a hunting job out here. Let's test out the new shotgun. Well, it sure is nice having iron sights. The hardest part about hunting fleshes is not letting them run away. No idea how that flesh just tanked 3 shells, but alright. I just used the wrong item. I really hate how you can't cancel using an item, it sucks. Fortunately, I'm only bleeding to death, so taking a quick smoke break is just fine. My armor's taken a beating, but I'd much rather replace this than keep fixing it. It's worth noting too that the leather armor's components are crafting materials, and when using them to craft, the condition doesn't matter.
Стой!
Got a new stash in the garbage, nice. And another one.
Как делишки?
I decided to make a Type B cleaning kit to maintain the barrel of my shotgun, as it's at 77% right now. Crafting is much cheaper than buying, and the process is very smooth once you get used to it. In retrospect, I could have used those 2 broken flashlights to make a headlamp. Oh well. Remember that box I bought earlier for storage? Well, I guess I forgot about it. I start using this stash for storage from now on. The next morning, I take a big sip and look for work. I love wild territory. came up and didn't check up here, so I want to double check just in case. I was considering hopping out the window here and taking the hallway. Killing stalkers, so now I switch to AP rounds. I drop down as I am anticipating someone aiming my way. Yep, unfortunately I got clipped. He's reloading because lol. Shit on. Mercenaries. Don't discount the effectiveness of aiming center mass. Body shots are consistent. It's like hammering a nail or trying to sink it in one hit. Let the room breathe. That's a distant poltergeist. A 357 pistol. I've never used them. I should give them a try. They seem like they'd be good. That Merc also had a 9mm AUG. Probably wouldn't be a bad weapon. Pretty awesome find, I think. Unfortunately, it's a Class C, and I'll need advanced tools first. He's got a Swiss knife too, so I can dismantle this armor that I couldn't before. There was also 2 improvised stim packs. I highly recommend that you have at least 1 stim pack in case of emergencies. This is interesting. At first I thought the Mossberg was like mine, but better, but the handling is way lower. The handling will affect the time it takes for the gun to reset from its recoil. So, for a gun like this, I actually want what the Remington has instead. I pick it up just in case, but don't end up using it. I don't know why I didn't take the F&P 45. Broken detector pog. Went to the garbage again for this stash and to complete some jobs. So, I have the duty spy mission and a bounty over here, so I'll have to be careful with who I shoot. The spy has a Mosin Nagant, so I'll need to shoot the guy that doesn't have one. That's not a Mosin. Cloth masks are actually incredible for boosting repairs. They're lightweight, so you should grab them when you see them.
Время дорого. Рассказывай.
$7K for not shooting a guy. You could do worse. Interestingly enough, the spy was the guy Petrenko wanted killed, so I failed that mission.
Спокойно.
Back at it again in wild territory. Huh. Something killed my target? Shit on. So anyways, I don't know what killed these mercs. The Lebedev. It's got a faster fire rate than my Glock. And like the shotgun situation earlier, these both use the same parts. Yeah, they're both just dead. It must have been a bug, right? After using it for a bit, I actually don't like the VSS Ventura's. I know. The 10-round magazine just really kills it for me. Classic film. Me when I fucking search. D-class weapon. Guy had some okay loot. The Mademoiselle is pretty good. Hold F. It stands for find. I also got a package here, somewhere. Package is kinda crazy. I'm telling you, man, just hold F. The chain will heal you over time. It's a really nice quality of life artifact. I'll pop it on when I'm not fully healed.
Привет, брат.
Lost signal is usually a pretty great job to take in my experience. I now have a light armor repair kit, which is good, but you don't swap parts in a leather jacket with one. Making a Type A repair kit to swap barrels around. This stash is kind of insane. The drug making kit is really good. It's time to say goodbye to the Glock. It served me very well and the reload animation is slick, but alas, the Lebedev goes bang bang shooty faster. Sometimes I just like to spill water all over myself when I'm drinking. Take your time. Another garbage stash. Got a bunch of work here anyhow. Man, I can't even walk down the street. Zawardo? Mutant dropped. Drugs popped. Bag. Oh shit. Keep in mind the effective range of your weapons compared to your opponent's. Great way to level the playing field when you're undergeared is to remove the range advantage. Having something larger than a tree to hide behind also helps. I want to take this guy out before he stands back up. More mutants, and a delivery to Rostock. I'm headed back up there anyway, so that works for me. I've got a gold stash in Agroprom, but I don't want to go there. Got a stash here in garbage, though. Artifact melter, Pog. Another mutant killing job. Let's see what we're up against. Surely nothing too bad. Clueless. All my homies fucking hate fractures. Jesus. Remain calm at all times. Those improvised stim packs I found earlier are coming in clutch now. Bean? Time to totally debilitate myself with the Autoin. I gotta post-heal my arm and leg. Gotta balance my medicals with botanicals. Next job involves killing a poltergeist. Now I get to show you sneaking up on one. There's a fracture off in the distance. I'm keeping an eye on it as I approach the polter. Poltergeists will fly around. You basically should make your way close to them and be ready for them to move closer or farther from you. If your screen ever stops being blue, you're out of its detection range. Just be careful running around unless you're leaving the area. Seems like that fracture went farther away. I'm headed in that direction though, so let's go take care of him. I was gonna shoot him with my pistol to get his attention, but he saw me first anyways. Shit on. Loot your areas. Hold that F key. I'm not asking. With that field armor toolkit and a workbench, I can swap parts in and out of my leather jacket. Eating those beans I found earlier. Bit of a pre-hunt snack. Let's see what we got. It's a lurker, and he's seen me. Lurkers are like weaker chimeras. And chimeras are no joke. Washing down those beans. My bag's getting heavy and this'll help with that. Time to head back to Rostock. Keep your eyes open, you know? Sometimes there's just loot lying on the ground. Keeping an extra backpack to make a stash of the fly is a good idea. Alternatively, find useful stash locations and pin them on your map. Another lost signal in wild territory. Don't mind if I do.
Ну что, дружище, как оно?
Replacing parts of my jacket again. Like I said, I'd rather replace this thing than put too much into repairing it. I love this place. Top 10 saddest anime deaths.
Mom.
I think I forgot about the lost signal mission. I usually do. I decided to do some artifact hunting. Turns out I'm not the only hunter. Mobility is extremely important when fighting mutants. Don't get caught on stupid shit like the train tracks here. This artifact is always underground. Yeah, I gotta go into the zap hole. And that's another lurker. He can only come one way though, making it easy to line up a shot. The last clip I have before updating the game was making a better backpack. Upgrading your gear is an important part of progression. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more G.A.M.M.A content, then, I don't know, search on YouTube or something. I'll definitely make more G.A.M.M.A videos eventually. Subscribe if you like my style. Check out my other stuff. Thanks for watching.